they can do.
Do you have any stories about Richard that you can tell on the radio?
Yeah, I do have one that I can tell. We were on the west side at a nightclub with the Shy Lights, and we were just enjoying the show and everything else. And Marshall had asked a couple of guys to come up on the stage and help them, you know, sing the songs and stuff. And they were doing "Have You Seen Her?" And Marshall made sure I was the last one to sing the song because I knew the song. So therefore, after I got through singing, Richard, I came down off the stage and Richard said, "I didn't know you could sing." And I said, "Well, you never had." And then after all that, you know, Marshall came down, he said, "Man, you still got it. Keep on doing what you're doing." So I gave up singing and I decided to go into radio broadcasting instead.
Which was probably a good idea there. These days you're playing guitar.
Actually, these days I'm playing left-handed guitar, and I manage my own blues band, and I host my own blues show and web show and everything else, and have fun with it. But, you know, forgive me, but I got to say hello to my sister-in-law, Sabina.
Hey.
I wasn't ignoring you, sister.
No, we could talk anytime. You let everybody else know what you got to say today. This is Richard's day.
That's right, this is Richard's day, and I want everybody to celebrate, and make sure y'all save me a piece of cake and some ribs.
Cake and some ribs, okay.
That's a great combination, isn't it?
Cake and ribs.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
But anyway, I will get with you guys and love you both. And like I said, peace and blessings to Richard Pegue on his birthday. And we're just going to enjoy our day today because it's his day.
That's his day.
It is, indeed.
Hey, Al.
And
Talk to you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Al. I got a
Oh, there we go.
okie dokie now. I got a quick thing to share about when he left 1390, when the transition from 1390, what was it, Dusty Radio
Dusty
1390
Radio
to Gospel Radio 1390, and he was on the midnight shift, and I replaced him, and people were calling, hating on me. And they didn't know the politics of radio. So we had to school them, didn't we, Mark?
Indeed, indeed.
You have to tell people because they don't know. So what I had to do was tell people is that, you know, that was a executive decision. That was not my doing. I was just an employee just like everybody else. But Richard, in his heart, he said, you know what? You don't have to worry about that. Don't worry about them. They hate it. They don't hate you. They hate it because you replaced me. So what you do, if you can, sneak them in a Dusty every now and then. So that's what I did. I snuck in some Dusty music on the gospel show, and then everything was okay. They began to hate me a little less.
Well, back then, you find those even those crossover, what you call gospel.
Yeah.
I mean, in the middle, I'm listening to the Dusty song. Next thing I know, Richard's playing Sweet Home.
Yes.
I'm like, Sweet Home. I'm like, wait a minute.
Step on that.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Had to do a gospel.
No, wait,
Yes.
Dusty.
Yes.
You know, we used to step on Sweet Home.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So you went from a Dusty record to a gospel
Happy
record
Day.
to a stepper record, all in the same song.
Exactly.
My goodness.
Just like that. Who is this on the phone?
This is Janice, Richard's little sister.
And only sister
Yes,
that we know of.
Yes, don't believe anybody else that runs around claiming they're Richard's sister. I'm the original.
Welcome.
Wow. Well, hello there, Auntie. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm enjoying listening to you guys. Hi, Sabina.
Hey, Janice.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah. You know, I have I have bunches of memories. I could be on the radio all day long telling stories about Richard. But just one quick one before I go into one of the funny ones about him.
Okay.
As you know, Al and Sabina know this. We have a new grandson in the family, and his first name is Maxwell, and his middle name is Richard. My daughter said she was going to make sure that Richard's name was going to carry on.
Well, that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to meeting my new nephew.
Yeah, and the name Maxwell, she got it from the singer Maxwell.
Of course.
Yeah. So Richard's name is still it's crawling around right now, but we're going to be walking in a few.
Okay. Okay, tell us a funny story about Uncle Richard.
Okay, a funny story. All right. I'm sure most people that know Richard are familiar with the story that he was one of the hand clappers on the impression singing It's All Right.
Where you going? You got to give me a drop before you go.
Hi, I'm the original Harold Lee Rush, and you're watching Men on... I forgot what I was supposed to say.
Good for the bloopers.
Hi, I'm the original Harold Lee Rush, and you're watching Men on Higher Learning. Hi, you're watching the Higher Learning Network.
And who are you?
I'm not going to say it again, but no, okay, go ahead. Watching the Higher Learning Network. You know, I worked with Richard Pegue several different times, and he was a lot of fun, but he was a pain in the butt when it came to being a program director. But I'll never forget Richard Pegue when he first got to know me. He said, you know, you don't have a face for radio. And that's the truth.
Young man right there.
How are you, sir? You doing all right?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
That looks like Dennis Snipes.
That's me, the one and only. How are you today?
Here, wonderful, doing a tribute to Richard Pegue.
I heard on the radio.
Okay, you want to say something special about him?
You know what? I do. Richard and I worked together for a number of years, and Richard had a very interesting way of doing things. I called Richard on the air to let him know that I had his check, and he got so upset at me. And he said, never call me on the air, and he hung up. And I was like, wow, that's a very interesting way of doing things. And I didn't understand the whole piece behind it. However, he explained it to me. He said, well, when I'm in the studio, I'm in my element, I'm doing my thing. And you shouldn't interrupt anyone when they're on the air because they just may miss it or they just may lose their vibe. Richard stopped and he wrote me a letter about it as well. And I still have that letter to this day. I kept it because most people told me that Richard didn't apologize and he didn't write letters and so on and so forth. But I kept that, and I thought it was just really incredible that someone of Richard's status would be willing to explain a piece like that. And so I just I kept it, and I looked at Richard in a totally different light since then. And I miss him dearly. Miss him dearly. My name is Dennis Snipe. I am the Assistant Operations Director for 89.3 WKKC, and you are watching Men on Higher Learning. Hi, this is Dennis Snipe, Assistant Operations Director for 89.3 WKKC, and you are watching Men on Higher Learning. Hi, this is Dennis Snipe, the Assistant Operations Director for 89.3 WKKC, and you are watching the Higher Learning Network. Stay tuned.
Hi, Marcella.
Because I'm working.
Don't make me kill you. Oh, look at Al's junky office. Look like Richard Pegue's office too. Hey, but he got Barack in here. Whoa, it's alright. Can I get a little audio?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Fine.
Good.
You gonna dispense with the Dusty Diner today?
No, we're still gonna do
Still
this.
gonna do it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna just continue.
Oh no, we're gonna stop for the Dusty Diner and then continue it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Wheels.
What's going on?
How's it going?
It's going.
Pull up a microphone.
Not right now. No, I got a couple things I gotta get done.
Oh, okay.
But I'll be in.
What you mean you got a couple things you got to get done?
I got busy stuff to do.
Excuse
How are
me,
you?
Mr. Morrow. Yeah, old school music for life. That sounds like a Dusty Diner.
You never want to say 30 I'm gonna get to you at 3:32.
It's alright. Oh, it's alright.
I remember those. I was over there with a guy named Carl Comer or Ernest Hill.
Do one of them old school dances.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yes, we left there with the 3:32.
You got jerk.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yes.
Hey.
That was a guy named Maynard. I think.
Got to say it's alright.
All right now.
Yeah, it was Carl
It's
Comer. Yeah,
alright.
he was the program PD. Yeah, so yes. Carl, okay.
Have a good time.
Richard brought me over
Cause
there
it's
like
alright.
13.
Oh, it's alright.
You still in push?
No, I'm
Featuring
talking
the
about
left-handed clapping of Richard Earl Pegue, along with Gene Chandler and a host of others from the Impressions. That is It's All Right on 89.3 WKKC as we celebrate Richard Pegue Day right here on the radio station where he was doing his show on Saturday night back in '09. It doesn't seem like it's a long time, but of course we celebrate him today on his birthday. Here's Phil Perry and La 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 Means I Love You on WKKC.
Wow.
And look who he's holding. It's Irene.
Wow.
Irene Mamacita Mojica?
With the,
Let me get a shot of that, Al.
Oh, that was on.
Bobby, that's Shirley Strawberry. Ed Curran.
Yeah, Lala Curran. Made a hero out of him, boy.
Jesus Christ.
Bobby OJ.
Yeah, I still got that calendar at the house. The original one.
Bobby OJ.
And the old WVON playlist. He must have took them out the station by stacks because I got 1,000 of the old original playlists.
I would love some of them. Thank you. I'll be by to get
Actually,
some.
Lucky Cordell came over there and got some of them too. And I said he's Cecil Hale song.
Okay, Al.
Every year on Richard's birthday, he would always be in Jamaica. I would always call to wish him a happy birthday. Of course, he wouldn't answer his phone because he was always in Jamaica. So I'm just assuming he's still on vacation, and I'm just still filling in for him until he gets back. Happy birthday, Richard.
You hope he's not on vacation.
I hope he's not on vacation, but he could well be.
You never know.
You never know.
You know, you might go down to Jamaica and see him down there. It's like, Richard.
Down at Hedonism too. Wouldn't go to Hedonism 3.
Oh, wow.
It was a creature of habit all the way. Would not go to Hedonism 3. Hedonism 2, as raggedy as it got, still the only place he would go.
Wow.
He loved it. He was
Wow.
a creature of pure habit, which I have come to truly appreciate. You know, it's like you say, you never miss your water till your well run dry. Boy, they were waiting on me to discover that. Because he was a good man.
Everybody loved him.
Good person. Good person. So I don't know, my tribute is probably pretty much the one I put on my Facebook page when I said 68 years ago, the one was born who would bring us the best music of our life, and so many people are better for it.
Powerful. Powerful. And that came from the one and only.
One and only Sabina Pegue.
I like to say I am glad to be part of such a
Phenomenal. That's a tough act to follow.
Yes.
That's a tough act to follow.
Yes.
Phenomenal is a good word. Phenomenal.
celebration.
You know, you look like little Natalie Cole, teeny weeny bit. Yeah, I never told you that. Natalie Cole, not King's Cole doing.
Yeah, no.
I never told you that.
Well, one time.
So this is not the first time.
No, I didn't believe them.
Okay.
Well, one, I am humbled and honored to be a part of the life and legacy of Richard Pegue. Who may look up at me and say, you helped me do this, or you helped me get on the air. When I see people like Kendall Moore and a lot of people that's at VON today, they got their training at a station that I was the program director of and opened up doors for them, but I couldn't have opened up doors for them as the first program director of WIUS had it not be for the reference that I got from Abe Thompson and Richard Pegue, and to be able to do that. So for all the people that's in broadcasting that followed me and music and otherwise, don't thank God for me. Thank God for people like Richard Pegue who put us where we are. So I'm just glad to be here on this birthday and the birth of getting him into the Hall of Fame.